Hello, glorious, hidden, tiny, micro, kind of clear waters, Spillway. How the hell are you today? I missed you, even though I was only gone for a little bit to go get lunch. But it's probably been a while since you guys have seen this place, if I structured it accordingly. And yeah, we left on a high note. Last time we were here, 5 walleyes, I think. Missed the, broke one off, caught it again with our lure in our mouth. If you have, anyway, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I'll link it down below, maybe. But it was incredible, and I am happy to be back with a full stomach. Wow. What is going on, you dirty old stash bags? We are back from our lunch break, and yeah, you guys, yeah, like I said, I probably held off to post this second video from here, but yeah, we've only been gone for an hour. But anyway, we're gonna be trying a little bit different stuff. We did figure out that the Pulsar swim bait that I use all the time works really well. But yeah, just to change things up a little bit, I'm gonna be trying different lures. If I catch a lure, or if I catch a fish on a lure, I plan on switching it. But I never really stick to shit that I say most of the time when it comes to fishing. So who knows, we might just keep rolling with the same thing. I have no idea. But the plan is to try some different stuff, see if we can get some different types of fish. So far, all we've caught is 5 walleyes out of it. And I say all we've caught pretty lightly, because that's actually pretty incredible for this little tiny puddle, especially on this side of the state that I live in. So yeah, it's been pretty badass. And without further ado, come along with me. Let's see if we can keep it going, see if we can catch some more big fish, and see if we can catch a different species on some different lures. Pow. Alrighty, I am too excited. Get camera set up and tripod, got net set up, got new lures tied on, jackhammer steel leader, divine swim bait. Give this a try. And yeah, I didn't eat much of a lunch, but a Lunchable and beef jerky counts as lunch, doesn't it? Sure did make me feel better. And a water. Gotta stay hydrated out here, boys and girls, and Red Bulls don't do it, as Boo always tells me. So yeah, we're gonna start with, I don't know what color this is. It's kind of a cinnamony shad burst or something. Got a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader, 10-pound braid. Trim that a notch. And then I think a 1/4 ounce or a 3/8 ounce divine swim bait jig head. Why does this knot seem loose? Should probably check that, because these fish are big. We want our knots to be good. Better check my fluorocarbon knot too. Seems to be holding. Very snaggy spot. We've been losing a lot of stuff, but it seems like any cast you make that it doesn't snag, you might potentially maybe catch something. So it's worth the loss. Hammered. Whatever it is big, and it loved the divine swim bait. I think this is the first fish I've ever caught on a divine swim bait. I guess I shouldn't jinx it, because I haven't caught it yet. I just don't use them that much. I'm gonna shut up now though, because I don't know if this is a walleye. And if it is, it's a monster. Monster walleye. First fish on the divine swim bait is the biggest walleye yet. He's grinding on stuff. Like absolute giant. I'm not gonna say 10-pounder, because it probably isn't, but it looks like a 10-pounder. That might be my biggest walleye I've ever caught. We might have to weigh this one. Oh my God, it doesn't even look real. Do you guys see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see how? Okay, but that is the biggest walleye I've ever seen, I think. All right, you guys got soaked. I got soaked. I want to keep this big girl in the water as long as possible. But I'm talking about proportions, boys and girls. I'm also talking about what a way to start a video. All right, bud. Let's get him unhooked. How bad are you guys? Not that bad. Discount code STASH, 6centsfishing.com. Divine swim baits catch more than 12-pound bass in Texas. They catch 12-pound walleyes out of puddles. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's so big. It doesn't even look real. Let me get my life adjusted here, and I'll see you soon. We want this guy to live, so we're gonna be quick. All right, Bud's been chilling in the water the whole time. Let me show you this girl, and we're gonna try to weigh it, but if it's not working out, it's not working out. All I know is this thing is crazy. I mean, I'm talking about what a way to start a video. Look at that thing's eyes. I know the lighting sucks, but that's gotta be like a 9-pounder. This is the biggest walleye I've ever caught on my channel. I've caught one bigger in my life, maybe. I've caught some big walleyes in my life, but this is the biggest one I've caught in a very, very long time. Holy shit. I'm gonna support her weight with my knee. Try to just get a quick weight, but I want this girl to swim back. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I normally don't weigh fish, but this one is so fat and so big that I just have to. Zeroed, do it quick. That can't be right. It says it's 7.5 pounds. Maybe though, maybe I just got too excited. But I mean, is that a 7.5 pounder to you? I don't think so. All right, big girl. That thing is a unit. Absolute unit. First cast with the Divine Swim Bait. That is an old gnarly fish. Probably gonna take her time, the big girls always do, but I mean, look at that thing. There's no way that's 7 3/4. No way. I refuse to believe it. She's flapping her little side fins. She's just kind of taking her time. Still upright, still looking purty. There we go. She got sick of me touching her. What the hell is going on? I think I need a new scale, but maybe not. Maybe I just got too excited. Comment down below if you think the scale is right. I don't want to believe it. But anyway, what was that, first cast? Good way to get this video started. Stay tuned to the end. There's a bigger, even meaner, toothier fish that supposedly might quite possibly live in here as well. PAAA though. PAAA. So fat, so fat. Looked like it swallowed a baby. Really did. I also got a piece of line stuck in between my teeth. Does that happen to you guys too? Just me? All right. Do that again. All right, check our leader again. I know I said I was gonna switch lures, and I probably still will, but this thing's staying on for at least another couple casts, right? I mean, why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? I should probably turn my camera off so it doesn't die. There we go. Nutty. Are you shitting me? Like, this is the best fishing I've ever had in my life. I know you guys have only seen one walleye in this video, but this is gonna be walleye number 7 if we can land it. And it's like every cast. I mean, it's just stupid. Still light lines, so we're gonna take our time. And even if they're small little eater walleyes, we're still letting them all go. I'd rather buy walleye from the grocery store than kill one of these beauties in this little puddle. Just stupid. Like, how did they get here? Why are they here? And how are they surviving? They're all like extremely fat. Like in perfect shape. You'd think if there's that many walleyes in this small of a puddle, they'd be struggling, but they aren't. They're full and they're feeding and they're angry and they're happy, contradictive, and they're super, super healthy. What, do you want me to keep you, bud? Holy shit. In the last video here, I was using a 2.45 inch pulsar with a 1/8 ounce jig head, upgraded to the Divine Swim Bait in a 3.25, I believe, and a little bit bigger jig head, and the quality has been a little better. But also there was casts with the other swim bait that I wouldn't get a bite. This one is like, it hits the water and it gets 8. What is happening? All I know is I need to change my battery before it dies, but I still don't know what's happening. All right, new battery. Back out she goes. We're just kind of sitting at the end of that current. One grabbed it already. I didn't feel a thump though. But in the last video I didn't feel a thump and tried shaking it off. Okay, that was the other toothy fish. And I don't think it ate it. But the last video, if you haven't watched, I'm gonna say that a million times, I'm sorry. But everything I'm saying doesn't make sense unless you've seen it. But last video I hooked a fish and I didn't feel it bite it. So I tried popping it off and it was like a 26 inch walleye. So I won't be attempting to pop fish off anymore. But I'm using single hook baits, so that should reduce the risk of fish getting snagged. But I definitely just ran into something giant on that last cast. This one ate it though, hammered it. Like, what is even going on? This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, another one. I don't even know how many this is on the day, but I don't think it's gonna be the last. Smallest one yet, still not bad. I say discount code stash yet? You might wanna get some Divine Swimmies and some jig heads. And the underspins are back in stock. I might try an underspin here in a little bit too. The underspins have been out of stock forever. I'm pretty stoked that they're back in stock. Not really sure why I'm not using one, but for now I ain't taking this off. can tell you that for sure. Throwing it out, lifting it, letting it fall, getting snagged. Is this gonna be the first cast we don't get one? Might be. That's all right. I honestly need a break. Like, I need a mental break right now. Can't handle it. Cannot handle it. I'm taking 5. See you soon. Pow. Oops. All right, I took my 5 minutes. Still a divine swim bait on this, but we got a jackhammer and a steel leader. So let's give this a whirl, see what happens. And then cycle through a few other lures. Whenever you find a spot that the fish are super bitey, it's hard to switch, but it's always a good time to try lures you don't have that much confidence in. That being said, I love jackhammers. I already have confidence in it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. We'll try a few, and if they don't work, then we'll go back to the straight swimmer, because that one's clearly working. I think we can all agree to that. Got something. Got something. What do we got though? Walleye on a jackhammer? Maybe. Kind of fighting like a walleye. I don't know if it is a walleye though. Nope, not a walleye. The other toothy fish. And we got a steel leader. Did you guys see that? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Got a net too. Steel leader. Jackhammer got munched by a pretty decent muskie if you haven't gathered that already. Oh, come on, bud. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Guess that's why you try new baits. Still a divine swim bait, but 3/8 ounce jackhammer in the mouth. Muskie. Let's go. Keep him in the water the whole time. Just kind of drag him over here into the shallows. Let him calm down a notch and send him on his way. It's kind of scary that the water's muddy now and I can't see where Bud's head is, but we'll figure her out. That's all right. You take your time, sweetie. Hook also just popped out, so that's good. One less thing we gotta worry about with this girl. You all right? There, got her. I mean, I'm talking about what the shit. You guys see this? You see this? Not huge, but I mean, probably 35 or something. Also got some really gnarly teeth on this side. I'm not sure if you can see it, but he got my thumb a little bit, but got it unhooked fast, stayed in the water pretty much the whole time other than this 15 seconds, and you guys have been asking for muskies. We got one. All right, big girl. We'll sit with you as long as you need. You take your time. Don't rush it. Don't rush it, I said. All right, if you're ready. I would have held you. Yeah, she was good. I haven't mentioned this in this video, but shout out to my buddy Nathan. True homie. Told me he caught a couple fish down here. Told me I should give it a try. And I'll tell you what, I don't f***ing regret it. I need another 5 minutes. This is the best fishing I've ever had in my whole life. I don't even know what to say. Muskies and walleyes are in my top 4, and we're catching the shit out of them. Absolutely incredible. Let's do that again. And again, and again, and again. Intense. All right, we'll keep switching off between these two. Might try something else randomly, but for now we're doing this. And stuff. I knew I shouldn't have risked it. I knew it. I haven't lost anything to it in this video, but I did in the last. I should have known better. Piss balls. That's 2 jackhammers I've lost in 1 week. That's all right. She lived a good life. She didn't catch shit ever besides that muskie, but I mean, that's a good 1 fish to catch on a jackhammer, I expect. All right, well, we weren't planning on doing that right away, but we're switching back to the swim bait. Chuck it out there a few more times and go from there. Might have blew our load. I doubt it though. We should be able to get one more. All right, well, I love the divine swim bait. Newfound love. I probably cut it out, but I just had like 3 or 4 fish thump this thing, but not get it. We're gonna go back to the small swim bait. Both swim baits have been getting absolutely swallowed, but in my mind, it makes sense to downsize if they're thumping it and not getting it. So we'll try this. We'll probably call it a day. I don't know if my heart can handle any more of this. I just don't know. But this is smaller and it falls slower. So they should get a better look at it. Hopefully a better bite at it. Hopefully. There we go. Little swim bait getting thumped. Flippity flop, what do we got? Another big ass walleye. Come here, bud. We'll let you go. We ain't the walleye eating type. Even though you're delicious, you're a valuable resource, and I can find something else to make a turd out of. Because you're too big and beautiful. I mean, what else is there to say at this point? Really not much. I mean, I've caught more of these today than I ever have out of all my Spillway Creek adventures. I mean, it's just absurd. What is that? It's a walleye that's gonna live is what it is. You just splashed water in my ear. Let's try to catch one more, I guess. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Seriously though, one more and I'm leaving. Pretty muddy, pretty dirty. I need a shower. I don't know if that's a walleye. That hit it as I was reeling it in. It is a walleye, it's giant. It's also swimming right where I don't want it to. Dig in. Not as big as that first one though. Oh, I still can't get over that first one. I'm more excited about that first walleye than the muskie. I mean, I'm talking about got it, boys and girls. Got it. Where are my pliers? I'm gonna need them. Calm down, bud. Get our hands out of its gills. I mean, what the shit? I've caught so many of these today. I can't even, I'm not even like, even surprised at that point. It almost feels like I just caught a bluegill. That's how many of these we've caught. You're all right, chunky. You're all right. Go on, bud. Live your life. Live your life. Another one? Yes, another one. Alrighty, well, I made 10 more casts, and as much as I'd like to catch another one, I mean, we're pretty much just picking on them at this point. Stuck in a little puddle. I mean, they obviously have plenty of food, and they have plenty of oxygen. The water's pretty clean. So they're not doing bad, but I mean, we're pretty much just beating them up, and I'm starting to feel bad. And I never thought I'd say that about catching walleyes that are 4 to whatever pounds. So yeah, guess that means that was a successful day. And yeah. If you don't like this video, you should get yourself checked out. And if you do, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe, notification bells and stuff and things. Also, discount code STASH on 6centsfishing.com. Better get yourself some divine swim baits, divine jig heads and stuff like that. And they seem to work today, so maybe they'll work for you. But yeah, thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. I will, in fact, be back at some point in my life. I'm not waiting 2 years again. It'll be sooner than that. I promise. Stuff and things. Oh, holy shit, that was awesome.